Hi, welcome. I'm Lieutenant Patrick Heisel and this is Cadet Chat, where we discuss the issues affecting young people today. In this video chat, I'll be taking you through 5 key steps on how to bounce back from your everyday problems. In the adult world, we call this resilience. So, grab your notebook, a pen, get something to drink, make ready, because we're going to get started right now. So cadets, as you know, life is difficult and unpredictable, and more so for young people as you find your way and plot your path and purpose in life. I know this. I've worked with young people for most of my life and I have 2 teenage children. I have seen firsthand the problems and setbacks you sometimes experience. For example, exam failure, difficult relationships, cyberbullying, gangs and drugs, debt and poverty, and many more issues. Now, what is clear is you can't change these unpredictable setbacks and situations, but what you can do is prepare yourself for the next unwelcome surprise so you can bounce back. For example, let me share this analogy with a bicycle. If your bike had low or flat tyres, every ride would be difficult, bumpy, slow, uncomfortable and miserable. And you know what? The ride through life without airing your tyres would be the same experience, uncomfortable and miserable. So without building resilience or the ability to bounce back from your setbacks with your own tyres filled with air, it would be very hard to lead a happy and productive life. With air in your tyres, you will be able to thrive, keep things into perspective and solve life's problems more easily. And that's what we aim to do in the Army Cadets, to fill those tyres. However, I must be very clear about one thing in this presentation. This is not about focusing on the death of a loved one or a severe illness. In such cases, individuals, particularly young people, need proper help and care to recover. So at the end of this film, I'll be leaving some information of organisations that you can contact should you need any help or should you experience any of these tragic circumstances. But for most of us, such situations are rare, but the disappointments in ordinary life are not, and that's why we need to learn to bounce back. So you've probably heard of one of those success stories, we've all heard them, where an individual loses their money, fails their exams, gets with the wrong crowd, or mum and dad separate, but they still seem to bounce back and carry on. I have found some of these experiences difficult personally. I'm sometimes weak and very anxious. However, it's only when I began to work with successful, resilient and strong people, sometimes young people at that I began to adopt some of these skills, abilities and superpowers to be like them. They came across so many challenging situations, but yet they seem to bounce back. So, pay attention. Here are 5 things from my experience as an instructor, an educator and someone working in government to help you bounce back. Number 1. Get some perspective or point of view. Is it really that bad? Is the problem really that bad? Really? Have you overstated it or even overreacted? In my experience working with young people, sometimes it's easy to think that the problem is more serious than it is. Usually it's because it's how you feel, or the fact that you've never come across the situation before, which means you're uncertain about how it will all pan out. That's okay, it's natural, but try and pause, think, get some perspective. Ask yourself this: what is the worst thing that can happen? Okay, so you didn't pass your exam. Did you try hard enough? Try harder. Take it again next year. The advantage for you as young people is that you tend to have a second and even a third chance in life. When I was young, like you, I didn't pass my maths exam first time round. I was devastated. But you know what? I took it again the following year and I passed with flying colours. And when I was applying for jobs, the employer wasn't interested that I took the GCSE a year later, and my parents, well, they got over it. Usually you will discover that the worst thing that can happen is not that bad at all, and it isn't even likely to happen. Number 2, toughen up and big up yourself. Life hits you from all directions. Personal relationships, exams, work challenges, family issues. To deal with them, you need to be mentally tough. And if you think you're not mentally tough, then tell yourself you are, because you will be surprised how tough you really are. As a teenager, you are in the best position in life to build up your mental toughness. The earlier you start in life, the better. This is exactly what we do in Army Cadets. We set challenges and unexpected curveballs. We raise our voices with confidence. We hope that you will take on board this confidence and characteristics, toughen up mentally, and pass it on to others. Sometimes, when I tend to teach drill, I ask my cadets to stand tall in the Queen's uniform. Big out their chests, look proud. Not only to think and prepare for the next drill command, but also to be proud and to think about all the things that makes them the best and makes them special. So next time a setback occurs, try and toughen up and big up yourselves. Number 3, accept some failure as a gift and embrace it. Accept some failure as a gift and embrace it. It has come to you as a package that you may not recognise. The package might be something that you don't want to open. But when you open it, you will realise that it is an important part of your development and training through life. Because failure makes you stronger. It is important to fail. One man described the process as try, fail, learn and try harder. It is okay to fail. Failure and setback actually teaches you stuff. If you fail and you don't have to start all over again, just pick up yourself and continue from there. Learn from the previous experience. Accept the presence of failure. It is happening right now in your life and we must learn from it and accept it. Number 4, take an honest view of your life's failure or problem. What this means is that you must make every effort to see how you've contributed to your own misery. How many of your life's bumps or setbacks have you created? Some setbacks you may have created, others you will have not. If you're going to go and hang with drug dealers, for instance, or gangs, expect problems. If you haven't passed your exam, was it because you were feeling ill on that day, which of course you couldn't help? Or was it because you decided to go out with your mates or spend time on social media when you should have been putting a few more hours into revision? Only you can make that judgment. You will see that the ability to change your life lies from within and in external circumstances too. You can then avoid these behaviours and circumstances which expose you to the possibility of failure and difficulty. Number 5. Now you need to do something about it. You need to act. Our nation has a proud history of moving forward and taking action on our ambitions, whether it be in the arts, technology, science or business. You need to grasp that proud cultural characteristic and do the same. Not only must you take action to understand your failures so you can avoid them, but you need to also achieve your dreams and potential, which is also about bouncing back. The first thing you need to do, you need to have some vision. Have some belief, have some faith in yourself. Let me tell you something about these billionaires and successful leaders and even sports athletes. They're a bit delusional. They're even sometimes crazy at the start. But let's think about who these people might be. Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, Oprah Winfrey and Lewis Hamilton. What did they have all in common? They started with ideas about changing the world when nobody thought it was possible. These delusional individuals saw something that wasn't quite there yet. They wanted to do something. They wanted to change the world. They wanted to make something happen. And you need to do the same. You need to have faith and you need to believe in yourself. So I want you to break down whatever problem you may have into its individual parts, focus on the individual solutions that make up the whole, and have that vision to achieve. And more importantly, ask for help. It's important that you ask for help. Not everyone is willing to do so, and as a nation I sometimes feel that we're quite proud and conservative, and we sometimes don't ask for help. We feel afraid. But there's no such thing as a self-made man, a self-made woman, a self-made young person. Every self-made individual has had help from somebody, whether it be mentors or coaches or someone. Please stop trying to make this journey on your own. Try and seek help from either instructors or someone. We are here to help, either online or in person. Whatever it may be, I want you to take action today. Take that small step. Get into the momentum. Remember, clarity doesn't come by thinking about it. Clarity comes from actually doing it. In cadets, we sometimes say, we want you to hold the weapon firmly, point naturally at the target, aim and then fire. However, I want you to take on life's challenges and stand ready. I want you to fire and then aim. Take that leap. Take that action. Take that challenge. So in summary, number 1, get some perspective or point of view. Number 2, toughen up and big up yourselves. Number 3, accept failures as a gift and embrace it. Number 4, take an honest view of your own failures in life. And number 5, take action. Take action. So my fellow cadets, I wish you the very best of luck. Until we meet again. So cadets, if you enjoyed this video, why don't you press like or comment below. Love to hear your hints and tips on how to bounce back. I'm Heisel.